Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Josh from Freshwater, and today I'll be explaining the lore of two of my OCs that have been occurring most in my videos. So first of all, for the reason for this is because I was hoping to make a video like a yay, it's my birthday thingy. So yeah, the birthday lore video. So yeah, um, starting off with Waters, he is just practically a regular human. He is probably my first OC. He's changed a lot since I first started drawing him. But he's still the same person. Um, inside, not outside. He looks completely different. But yeah, he basically is me, but an animated cartoon character. Um, he is able to break the laws of physics because cartoon characters, like Looney Tunes and stuff, completely different version of reality. So that's one of his abilities, I guess. So yeah, he's just a chill guy, likes whatever I like at the time. So like currently it's art, Wings of Fire, Roblox, that sort of stuff. Um and yeah, just practically me, but drawn as a cartoon. So yeah. Uh, Next, we will be talking about my other OC, Freshwater. This one is gonna be really long because it also has a story part. So yeah, Freshwater is a sea wing from Wings of Fire. He is the descendant of Fathom. He is the same age as Auklet for like any timestamp that you need. During the story, he is 5 years old, but like Auklet is also 5 years old. Auklet, being Tsunami and Anemone's sister. Um, so yeah, yeah, he's a dragon. Wait, you should already know that probably from looking at him and reading. Oh, Wings of Fire Sea Wing. He's a dragon. Yeah, but yeah. His horn ring is enchanted by Fathom, um, as um to keep any animus that is born from Fathom's like line of the family, to be like kind of monitored by a ghost version of Fathom, so that if there is an animus that appears somewhere in the future in um the line of Fathom's family, they will have this horn ring to guide them into using the spells correctly and, not doing what Fathom's good friend Darkstalker did. Because, a big part of the book is, or a big part of the Legend Darkstalker book is that Fathom is very disapproving and scared of Darkstalker's personality and what he does with his animus magic. So that's why he made this horn ring. And so basically, um, aside from um, one of the people on the Forgotten Isle who's um, related to Fathom and also owns Blob. That's why Freshwater doesn't have Blob near him. Is the only other animus from Fathom's bloodline until Freshwater. So yeah, Freshwater lived on an island south of the rainforest because that's, I'm pretty sure, where Fathom originally fled. And the family just kept on living there, occasionally trading with the Rainwings for food and just checking in on how Peria's doing. And they're doing pretty well. But then Freshwater's born, and also Freshwater's sister, anglerfish. Um, Anglerfish, I'm sorry I don't have a reference of up here, but hopefully in a future video I do post an image of her to show like what she looks like. Basically, she's like a dark cyan sea wing, but she has like the little, like if I use the drawing tool, um wait, no, I'll just use blue for now. She has like one of these thingies that lights up. I did know the name of it, but I kind of forgot. Sorry. But yeah, she has one of those, and that's kind of like a quirk about her. But she doesn't actually have animus magic. She's just kind of gotten. Yeah, I did forget the name. Sorry. But yeah, um, they're just existing until one of the supplies trips. Um, they meet a Rainwing raving about this school, Jade Mountain Academy. And Freshwater's interested because he likes tuition. He likes reading scrolls. He likes drawing. So he's like, "Yo, I want to go to Jade Mountain Academy." So he just keeps on begging his parents, as one does, until he gets or the parents to like allow him to go to school, with one condition: Anglerfish goes with him because Anglerfish is kind of the fighter of the two and can probably protect both of them. While Freshwater is a fragile little child. Well, they're twins, but like he's fragile. He is not that great at self-defense. And also, if he got in a fight, he would probably use his animus magic to try and fight, even though he'd probably fail. But yeah. Eventually, when the school year starts, they fly over. They get there, and Freshwater's having a great time. He meets Alclet, their best friends, as well as my Hivewing OC, Beetle, and they're just like chilling. Anglerfish is kind of grumpy, but like she's enjoying it more than the island because they'd been on the island for all of their lives and hadn't ever left aside from on the rare supply trips where the parents let them. And so, yeah. Eventually, one day though, they're in the prey center and then they meet one of my Rainwing OCs, Axolotl. And yeah, that's where Anglerfish gets her first friend. Just like a, I guess, minor thing. So yeah. After that, um, they're happy, they're chilling. But then eventually, this one random Nightwing, because it's always a Nightwing, um, bursts the Nightwing from their winglet, charges into wakes up, and starts yelling about this like prophecy they had because they are one of the Nightwings born under the moons. They can't read minds, but they can tell prophecies like Clearsight. But yeah, it's a prophecy that, oh my goodness, a comet is gonna come to Pyria, and then when it lands, it will destroy a lot of the dragon population there because it'll be about the size of the meteor that happened to the dinosaurs in real life. Not that they're told that because they don't know anything about real life. This is in Wings of Fire. um, but yeah, with teacher's permission, or the teacher's permissions, um, they are allowed to leave the school, because last time, them leaving the school, aka Kibble Moon, Kinkju, etc., actually kind of saved the world, even though it also kind of destroyed the world for a short time. But yeah, they're allowed to leave, so they go to the Night Kingdom, and it's a pretty long flight. On their way, they see a young sandwing, or actually a sandwing leafwing hybrid, who actually was originally my brother's OC and still is, but yeah. Their name is Cactus, and they're kind of lonely, so Cactus joins the group. I would imagine it to be kind of like how Lancer joins the group with the funny face and the like, ah ha ha, Lancer joins your team. But yeah, extra friend now. They're chilling. But then when they get to the Night Palace, nothing seems exactly different. Like, when I say the Night Palace, I mean the palace on, like, the extra, or, like, the claw right here, the talon over here, not the Night Palace or whatever they have in the rainforest or the Volcano Island Palace up here. If, well, it would be up here if this image was a map of Pyria. Well, I think it's up there. Never mind. Forget about that. But yeah, it's the one on the Talon. They get there, nothing seems off. They explore around, meet some of the fellow, or not fellow, but like some of the Nightwings there, because yeah, there's still people, or still Nightwings, living there, even though Darkstalker isn't being the king anymore. So yeah, they say that nothing's wrong, so they just so the now six dragons, because Axolotl and Anglerfish joined, um are just looking around until they find a cave right next to the Night Palace. Well, actually, at this point, only Freshwater does, because the rest of them are asleep. But yeah, Freshwater goes into the cave, and darkness completely covers him. And when he goes for the exit, because he's like, wow, this kind of freaks me out, and I can't see anything, so there's probably nothing here, the exit closes, and he gets knocked out. In his dream, he meets Darkstalker, because Darkstalker also cast a spell that said, like right before he got turned into Peacemaker. Sorry. Before we continue, if I haven't like discussed it already, there will be Wings of Fire spoilers in here because it is a Wings of Fire story. So yeah. Right before Darkstalker was turned into Peacemaker, one of the spells he cast was for him to haunt the dreams of anybody who like was related to Fathom and was an animus. So yeah, Freshwater wakes up in this creepy dark hallway that kind of looks like the Night Palace, but with banners of Darkstalker everywhere. And he's just walking around scared because, like, it's Darkstalker and, like, it's just kind of a nightmare. And then he meets Darkstalker. Darkstalker, is just freaking him out, trying to scare him. And right before, in the dream, he actually tries hurting, Freshwater. Freshwater wakes up. That's not really supposed to happen. He was supposed to have been knocked out for longer. So, the dragon guarding whatever was on the other side of the cave tries attacking. But because it's dark out and, well, actually, no. The dragon turns out to be a ghost when Freshwater tries just, like, you know, attacking with his claw because, well, his talon, not his claw. He just tries attacking the person because he's like, holy cow, why did you knock me out? That was terrifying. And why are you still trying to attack me? So, yeah, he tries, but he goes straight through the dragon because, well, the dragon is ghost. The dragon says, that the only way that you could possibly get, like, past is if you are an animus. But Freshwater, being an animus, without the ghost knowing, is able to, like, kind of brighten the area up. Like, sea wings already have night vision, but the area is so dark and so, like, it doesn't have enough, like, geographical features, I guess, that he can't actually see anything no matter what. Um, so, he casts a spell that brightens the area up, and he sees this, like, scepter, kind of. And on it is, like, a fragment of a meteor, not the one where Ghibli got his Skyfire from, but a meteor from long ago. The, unknown to Freshwater, um, is what, like, protected the, um, well, both Pyria and Pentala from comets, for a long time, because it was enchanted by an old, animus to be, able to destroy any comets or really anything from space that gets close to Pyria and Pentala. But the only problem with it is it's broken. So he can't exactly use it to save them from the comets that are gonna come. So he wakes up. Well, of course, he's already awake. Sorry. He wakes up the others after grabbing the scepter, um, and tells them that he found what they were probably looking for, and that they need to go to an animus who's able to repair it. But, like, I know he's an animus, but the animus must, like, be able to. Well, no, the animus needs to be a nightwing or an icewing because it was gifted to the nightwings to hold, but the icewings were originally the people with it because they were the ones with the smart animi. So yeah. Um. So they take it to um. They take it to um. Well, they look around the kingdoms for animi who are Icewing or Nightwing, but they can't find anybody. So they're having problems there because there's probably a week before the comets hit the ground and destroy all of Pyria and Pentala. But yeah, they can't find any Nightwing animi. So Freshwater, with Ghost Fathom's approval, turns the original Nightwing that told that prophecy to him. Um, um, I still need to come up with a name for him. Let's call him Fatebender. Yeah. So Freshwater casts a spell to turn Fatebender into a animus. And it actually works. Fatebender is able to use his magic to repair the scepter. And everything's going great, but the comets come early, and they're actually super early. Like there's an extra 6 days before they should have come. So they have to get to the highest point of the Night Castle again, and they do, but barely in time. And they place the scepter on the ground. Well, actually, not on the ground. On this little kind of like, I guess like a specific, um, well, there's like a rut um, in the floor of the top of the castle that can perfectly hold the scepter. Um, so when they place it there, the comets just kind of disappear. Well, first of all, they explode and then they disappear because everything has to be showy, I guess. I decided on that a bit ago. But yeah, um, Dragonkind is saved, and all of the queens, um, I guess, thank the group, and yeah, they live their best life after that. Anyway, how Freshwater and Waters met is after Freshwater saved the world. He kind of found like a portal, and when he went through it, he ended up in just this blank plane called paper in the real world. And yeah, he met Waters there, and they're friends. And Freshwater's kind of Waters' pet now. Also, oh sorry, um, Freshwater is not that large, or because of the portal or something. Freshwater is about the size of Waters, only being taller by like a foot, with his wings stretched out. So yeah, that's kind of the story of Freshwater and Waters. Yeah, thank you for watching. Um, and yeah, this is the end card because this is for the first time I have an end card. So yeah. Sorry, but I don't have anything else to say. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Also, subscribe, please. It really helped out. Yeah, bye!